Looking at the sky behind me, we see it's a pretty gloomy day. And gloomy days can make some people feel sad. Well, I'm not exactly sad because of the gloomy day, but there is something that I feel sad about. And it's something that we're doing to our planet, even before COVID-19. We were killing our planet. We're killing Mother Earth, the place that we live as our home. Let me give you a couple examples. First, let's start with the oceans. Those blue waters that surround our planet that make life possible here on Earth. Do you know how much junk we dump into the oceans? They found 3.5 trillion pieces of plastic junk in the ocean. That's way more than the current population of our planet. Let me give you another example. Another reason we can live on this planet are these big trees behind me. Do you know how many trees we cut down each year just to satisfy our needs? 15 billion trees, which is twice the population of Earth. We cut down 15 billion of these proud trees just to make toilet paper and stuff like that. Now, trees produce oxygen, but we're even ruining that. In 2019, the United States recorded 70 million tons of air pollution into the atmosphere. It's no wonder the Earth is getting warmer. How much pollution are we going to release until we realize it's enough? Now, us humans aren't the only people who live on this planet. We may be the dominant species, or I guess behind insects because they have higher population, but we're not the only people who live here. Let's think about all those animals that also live here on our planet. Do you know what has happened to all these animals that rely on our planet for food, water, habitat, or rely on other animals for their food? Well, let me give you a statistic. 30,000 endangered species. That's how many species are endangered on our planet. 30,000. And I'm gonna give you another thing. 200 to 2,000 extinctions per year. That's how many species are going extinct per year, which is way higher than the natural rate should be. The natural rate is 1,000 to 10,000 times slower than that. And let's think about these species. Tons of animals rely on other animals for food. Let's look at a lion, for example. Lions rely on antelope for food. If an antelope is endangered or extinct, where are lions gonna get their food from? Then they're gonna starve, then they're gonna go extinct. And then the cycle will just continue. And another way we can look at this is what animals do for us. Let's look at birds, for example. Birds are a major source of cleaning. They eat up so many bugs, insects, or any of those creepy crawlies that lie on the ground. If birds start going extinct, then we won't have a major source of cleaning, and the insect population would increase dramatically. Obviously, we want to care about ourselves first and foremost, and that's normal. Every species cares about themselves. Every family cares about themselves. But we're kind of not. We're not thinking about the future of our planet, or the future of our children or their children. Let's give an example of that. Is that we waste so many resources, each day. You know how much water the average family can waste per week? 180 gallons of water is how much they can waste per week. We waste so much food, water, electricity, natural resources. Our children are not going to have a future. We won't have a place to live. We won't have food to eat. We won't have water to drink. We won't have air to breathe. There are already so many places you can hardly breathe as it is. Think about places like China or India. It's very difficult to breathe there. I'm gonna leave you with this final question. So, we like to keep our houses clean. We want to keep them clean, we want to keep them tidy, we want to protect the furniture, the decor inside our houses, and we want to protect our family. So why don't we want to protect our home, our Mother Earth? Why don't we want to protect the animals here, our families here, our children here? Think about that.